Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to create and enable macro features within Microsoft Word 2007. Macros are a great way to automate your work in Microsoft Word. The options for creating a macro are on the Developer tab of the ribbon. By default, Word 2007 doesn't display the options for creating a macro. To display the Developer tab, click the Office button and select Word Options. Click the popular button in the left side of the dialog box. Select Show Developer tab in the ribbon and click OK. The Developer tab will appear to the right of the other tabs on the Words ribbon, as you can see here. There are two ways to access the Record Macro button. On the ribbon, select View tab and click Macros. This is one way in which you can access your macros. The other way is by clicking the Developer tab. This is recommended as it has more functions. Now you're ready to get started creating your macro. Open the Developer tab and click Record Macro in the Code section. Word's Record Macro dialog box will appear and you can name and describe your custom macro. You have also options for creating shortcuts to your macro. A macro is a set of tasks that can be performed by pressing a shortcut key or by clicking the Quick Access Toolbar button. I will demonstrate all these features during this tutorial. For the first example, we will insert a logo. Enter a name for the macro in the macro name box. I'll call it Insert Logo, so it's relevant. The name you choose can't be the same as the built-in macro, otherwise the built-in macro will be replaced with the one you create. Use the Store in Macro box to select the template or document in which to store your macro. To make the macro available in all documents you create, select the normal .m template. Enter a description for your macro so you can identify the macro. If you do not want to create a button or shortcut key, click OK, but we will be creating a button for this example. Word lets you create a button for your custom macro on the Quick Access toolbar. However, Word doesn't allow you to design a custom button no more. To create a Quick Access button for your macro, click Button on the Record Macro box. This will open the Customize Quick Access toolbar options. Specify the document in which you would like the Quick Access toolbar button to appear. Select all documents if you want the button to appear while you're working on any document in Word. In the Choose Command Form dialog box, select the macro and click Add. To customize your button appearance, click Modify. This is where you can choose any symbol that you wish to represent as your macro. I'll choose a flag. Enter a name for the macro in the macro name box. The name you should choose cannot be the same as the built-in macro, otherwise the built-in macro will be replaced with the one you create. Click OK. Now you can see that the logo and the text has been modified. Click OK. After you select your macro options, Word will automatically begin recording the macro. You can use keyboard shortcuts to perform the actions you would like to include in the macro. You can also use the mouse to click buttons on the ribbon and dialog boxes. However, you cannot use the mouse to select text. You must use the keyboard navigation arrows to select the text. Note that everything you do will be recorded until you click Stop Recording in the Code selection of the Developer ribbon. Now we will insert the logo. So click Insert, Picture. This is my logo that I will insert. Click that and insert. When you insert an image using a macro command, it will not let you resize the image. However, we will be able to resize this after we have stopped the macro. So go back to the developer tab and click stop recording. Now the macro has stopped recording. Click macros and you will be able to see the insert logo macro name. So if you delete the logo and click on the quick access toolbar, if you highlight over it, it will say insert logo. Click on this and my logo will reappear. As the image is quite large, resize it and use the format tools so its text wrapping is tight, so it will be able to move. Click home. For the second example, we will use a macro to insert the date, so we will repeat the same actions. So click developer tab, click record macro, insert date. Again we will create a button, click button, click that, add, modify, choose a symbol, any symbol will do. You can rename this, you don't have to, so click OK, click OK. So the macro is recording now. Go to insert, date and time, and click the first format which is suitable. Click OK. As you can see, it has inserted the date. So we have finished this macro. Go back to the developer tab and stop the macro. To see if we have done this properly, delete the date and go to the quick access toolbar and click the button. As you can see, it has inserted the date. So just to format it, press enter and there you can see the date. For the last example, we will create a signature to be added to the bottom of the screen. So just enter, scroll down to the bottom. To create a signature, you can log on to mylivesignature.com and click the Start Now button. Click Using the Signature Creation Wizard. You can enter the name that you wish to use as a signature, so I will use s.ahmed and click Next Step. It gives you many fonts to choose from, but I shall use s.ahmed and click scroll down and click Next Step. Then you will have the option to choose the size of the font. I'll choose size 5. Next and click Next Step. You can change the color of the font, but black is fine. Click Next Step. If you wish to have it a sloped image, you can choose, but as a professional letter, we shall keep it straight. Click Next Step. To finish, to save the image, you will need to right click on the image, click Save As, and save it in a suitable folder where you will be able to find it. So Pictures is a suitable directory. Name the image, I'll call it Signature. And click OK. This is how you save an image. So click Record Macro. We will name it Insert Signature. This time we will create a keyboard shortcut. To assign a keyboard shortcut key to your macro, click Keyboard in the Record Macro dialog box. select the macro that you're recording in the command box. For this example, we will use a shortcut key Control N. Press assign. You will see on the right the command has been chosen. Click OK, click close, and then insert picture, signature, and click insert. The image has been inserted. Click developer tab and stop the recording. You can also pause the recording if you wish to do something else, but usually just click stop recording. So there you go. This is how you create macros using the both shortcut keys as well as creating buttons. To view all the macros we have recorded, click the macros button on the developer tab. The macros dialog box will appear and you will be able to view all the macros we have created. So click macros. You can edit, delete, or create new macros within this box, as well as organize the macros. So you can see the macros I have created today. You can edit them, which will bring up Visual Basic, and this is how it will look as a coding view. We'll click off this. To save, click the Office button and click Save As. Select the Save As type and click Word Macro Enable Template. If you do not save it as a Word Macro Enable Template, the macros will disappear. Save. Thank you for watching how to create and enable macro features in Word 2007.